Fat people are allowed to eat what they want without feeling guilty about it.
For sure.
Get over it.
Dribble, dribble. You know, riding in.
Fat people are allowed to eat what they want without feeling guilty about it.
Yo, this is pretty hilarious. This chick's out here running her mouth again. I don't know if she can run at all, but she's out here stirring up some shit again. If you aren't familiar with who this is Jay Bay, also known as Jalen Chaney. She is a influencer, a quote unquote plus sized activist from Washington State. She is definitely pretty well known if you're, into the whole fatosphere kind of thing. If you're not, you've probably also still seen her. We'll get into that in a minute here. I'm going to kind of speed run you through, everything that she's been doing, everything that she's been through, and the reason that she gets shit on so much. It's pretty well deserved. You can make your own, opinion, whatever. But regardless, she's out here spewing her shit again. So time to make a video. So she and we'll just start kind of way at the beginning. I got some little cliff notes here. In 2018, 2019, she started with makeup reviews. She ended up switching to plus sized fashion, things like that. She ended up going bankrupt in 2019, which came out in a court hearing, later on down the line, but I thought that was pretty funny. So I'd like to put that in there. 2022, she had her first viral moment with her plus size travel struggles on TikTok. Ended up getting around 15 million views, and that kind of started her whole activism phase and really cemented the whole like body positivity thing for her, which it's not even the correct use of body positivity. Fat positivity and body positivity are two completely separate things, and we can get into that in a different video. That's not for this. This one's for just looking at her. April 2023, she started a change.org petition so that she was trying to get free extra seating for obese passengers on airlines. That's kind of one of the bigger things that started everybody making fun of her. It's kind of delusional to think about, when you think about it, but to each their own, I suppose. It's pointless to try to argue with people most of the time, so whatever. June 2023, she again started crying about airline seats. It's all over the news, everything like that, because people will find anything, to bitch about. October 2023, she made a statement that hotels should widen their hallways, kind of revamp their elevators to hold more weight, and put more amenities in for fat ass people like her, which is obviously fucking ridiculous. November 2023, she again was all over the mainstream media because they were giving her a platform to cry on, like they love to do with everything. And so, we got to hear her bullshit some more. May 24th, the this is where most of you probably know her from, if you know her at all, the infamous wheelchair incident. Of course, obviously, I'll put that in here. I'll just let that speak for itself. And then also, she got caught in one of those revolving doors and was pissed off because nobody would come help her. I personally think that is absolutely just hilarious. November 2024, she made the dumbest claim that I've heard in a long time. Well, not anymore, but at the time. So claimed that fat rights are a civil rights issue. Just stop talking at this point. I don't even know what I wrote there. 2025, she attended FatCon in Portland, Oregon. She had a bunch of GoFundMe's. People were accusing her of, being scheming, trying to take the money, things like that. She was broken up with, and she was starting to show signs of mental illness. And then in February of 2025, she got arrested. And allegedly, quote unquote, she was squatting in her ex's family home. There was a whole bunch of charges from like assault to all this and that, and she only ended up with assault in the third degree, or third degree assault. I'm assuming. I'm not a fucking lawyer or a cop, but that is a felony, and then resisting arrest. So pretty cool. She was taken to a hospital for previous health issues, which a lot of people were speculating was possible sepsis from a previous infection. That's disgusting, but it's very likely. I mean, when you can't even see your own feet, how would you see? I'm just gonna stop myself there. Anyways, yeah. So March 2025, they ordered a mental evaluation for her. They had the bail set at $2,500, not $25,000, $2,500, 2500. She wasn't able to post it. Nobody else was able to post it. So she was forced to stay in jail, stay incarcerated until her hearings. And then she ended up being hospitalized in mid-March due to some mental issues, and they were authorized to use force and sedation if needed for her. So restraints, things like that, drugs to calm her the hell down. Her hearing ended up getting delayed from March 19th to May 14th. So that sucks, especially if you can't bail yourself out of there, don't have any friends or family to get you bailed out of there. You just lengthened your time of incarceration by a couple months there, for shit you're doing to yourself. So, I mean, it's hard to feel bad for people. May 2025, she had her competency hearing. There's not a lot of information there, but it does appear that she, uh, you know, had it. So now in October, she's back to just spouting bullshit on the internet. So, wow, what a fun ride that was. We'll definitely be staying updated with this one. I have a not so good feeling of where this one will end, but we'll follow it along and see how it goes.